And now, let's break down more feats that are not factually presented in the debate. And keep in mind, this is an argument that no Dragon Ball fan asked for, but only this same, toxic, Superman fanbase. Of course, for views. In the end, if you have to lie for your character to win, in a debate against Goku, then in your mind, Goku is already greater, deep down inside, in your mind, and you are fighting against the idea of Superman losing to him, because you love him more, being biased. In other words, you've already lost the debate. You can't discredit the other characters' abilities and powers when all they have to do, to see that you are lying, is to just read the comics themselves. And you don't want to admit it. Basically, the original writer's creation didn't have him to fly, but just leap tall buildings, and he was only as fast as a speeding bullet. The next collection of writers did, in fact, make Superman strong enough to push planets around and lift ridiculous billions of tons in weight, but rarely served any use in storyline battles. And the next set of writers brought Superman back down to struggling with airplanes and even being defeated, which is the fighting level where the current Superman is, admittedly, by the writers themselves. So, in returning to the original Superman, a few improvements were kept from the heat vision to flying and his other common known abilities, which we see in the animation today. With only these set skills, he has no set powers to defeat Goku, and his power is scaled based on the writer or multiple writers that DC approves of to create the particular storyline they decide. But with Dragon Ball, it has one original writer, and Tsukasa, and has kept a steady growth for Goku, and his power scaling has always increased, making each battle more challenging than the previous battle, and never returning back to a weaker version of himself, like Superman did. For example, Superman's heat vision has never been seen causing supreme damage, and the greatest feat of heat vision was seen heating up a planet far away from Earth. Impressive feat, but it wasn't performed in battle to power scale the damage factor. Proper power scaling should only be actions performed in battle, and it should be given its context as it was in the comics. This means he can't be able to perform the feat over and over on Goku, if he's never even performed the attack over and over in his own universe in a battle with DC characters. Even if it was performed in an attack, he can max out his power with those kinds of attacks, as he has died before from running out of power, completely, and he died. From the comics versus the anime or manga, Goku can launch powerful attacks over and over, effortlessly, that are stronger than Doomsday's punches, strong enough to challenge the God of Destruction, and cause major damage to the strongest material in all 12 universes. And it's not laser eyes. You heard me correctly. Nowhere in the comics, the DC websites, nor anywhere does it say laser eyes, but heat vision is the correct term. And that's exactly what it is. In all, they falsely reported that Superman can go round for round in energy attacks with Goku, as if his laser eyes, better known as heat vision, which is a rarely used attack in battle, that Superman rarely used, can compare to the Kamehameha in battle, but he just can't hold up against multiple Kamehameha blasts from Goku.